What's up, guys? SDSU playing some more global poker here. We'll go ahead and sit at the tables. Oh, we got a Peaches on. Taken lots of money from him in the past. Got him on 2 tables. And we can settle for here. So, right off the bat, guys, just kind of want to mention again. I have to mention this every video. If you don't like the videos, that's great. I think I'm kind of tired of all the negativism on Reddit, and if you guys want to talk about a hand, more than happy to. If you guys want to talk about, um, you know, ranges and not just give a specific, oh, you raised 9-6 suited, the hijack. That's never correct. I mean, so if I'm playing against a bad table and that's not plus EV for me, it's never correct. Like, what are you talking about there, guy? So anyway, if you guys want to talk about poker, we could talk about poker. If you guys want to just be negative and say that, oh, you should never coach, you should never do this, then all right, man. Then everybody else should never do that either. That doesn't play a theoretical style that differs from your own opinion. So everybody's wrong except for you. Okay, cool. Gonna check back this wet flop. Let's go ahead and call this ace. That's a pretty big bet. We're just gonna let it go. I probably shouldn't be playing Connor with the light range there. We're gonna check back again. Unfortunately, fortunately, we got counterfeited. Or our 9 no longer plays. He just checks back, and then trying to think if there's any value of betting. Maybe I'll just go for a small bet here, and hopefully get called by a queen. Or kings or something along those lines. Triggers down. Squeezed 2 limpers. Conard. Reg. Plays pretty standard aggro style. Small continuation bets and things like that. He ISOs. I think there's a good race squeeze here. Pretty standard with ace king. Get ace king again. I think Connor's going to play fairly aggressive, so hopefully he raises, which he does. Get a call from PKN. Don't flop anything. I think we can just start blasting here, though. I think we'll check it back, get a free card. And that's not fun. I don't think he has much here, so I kind of like a call here. I think he's a short stacker, so oh, we'll just call. Nice. That hand was a little bit different than when I called with ace king the other time. The other time I called with ace king, it was against a good player, and this guy's a short stacker, so I don't think that he's a good player, and that made a lot more sense to call right there. But Yeah, he shouldn't be betting with ace queen there. Check call, middle pair. Now I'm trying to think if I did hit an ace here, what I should do. Well, I guess I'd check something. Yeah, check. And then with this run out, I think yeah, another check for basically all my hands. If he has a king here, he'll probably bet pretty big, which he does. He definitely could have a king here. Bet 4 on the flop, which he would do with a king. Check back turn, which he would do with a king, and then bet 14, which he would do with a king. Not a fun spot for me. I mean, it's just so unlikely he has a king here. All right, he can have it. If I had an ace there, I'd call. I could easily have an ace there, a lot. So. We easily have a king there. And I think that's exactly how he plays. Pair kings. If that was a bluff, that was a good bluff. Yeah, this guy's a decent player. We're raising this guy. That's a pretty good turn card for us. We're gonna bet it. I think we're gonna check this back. We might want to raise here. Let's think about this. I think he has a lot of ace high hands. Yeah, that's a bad card to kind of bluff though with his ace. There's an ace high, which he probably does. Yep. This guy's pretty aggro. Okay. I kind of want to re-raise him here. 48, 46, 45. The reason why I raised there is, I have an ace blocker. He's a little bit too aggro. You're just kind of keeping him honest. He probably doesn't have any notes on me that he knows that I know that he knows that I know that he's aggro. That's a pretty good call here on the turn. Not sure what he's betting with. but I think I'm ahead. There's my gin card. He might check back a lot though. And then he bets 14. Trying to think if there's any reason to re-raise here. I think there is. 36. Let's go ahead and fold that. He also used the same sizing that he used when I think he had trip kings, which is something that I would do too. Using the same bet sizing if I were to bluff the next time around. Obviously, you know, that's just reading into myself, and sometimes I mix it up if they're a thinking player. 6-8 off. We'll go ahead and call. We're gonna go ahead and check this flop back. We're gonna call when he raises. I'm gonna check again. He's probably gonna bet that card as well. It's an interesting turn raise. So we'll go ahead and give it to him. He's a decent player though. This guy looks like he's ISOing Peach, so we're gonna act like we think he's doing that. And I'm calling. I mean, I just have to call here. Same hand. Not 2 flush draws though. Are we raising here? Triggers, looks like he wants to get involved, but he puts these out. Okay. He's been doing the same thing over and over and over, so we're just going to raise here. And he lets it go, which is always nice. So yeah, as I was talking about people on Reddit, I mean, everybody's going to have a difference of opinion. If they can't talk out a hand logically with you, or if they can't, you know, back up their reasoning with logic and just not regurgitating something that they've heard some top pros say, then I just have no respect for them. And then they go, "Oh, thanks for donating to me." And I'm like, "Switch your screen name. You want to play?" Well, so we'll see if they do want to play. What else? People have been asking me like, "Oh, do you coach?" "Oh, I just wanted to know," and then tell me how bad I am. I'm like, why are you guys wasting my time? Why are you guys wasting everybody's time? Oh, I don't want other people to use your coaching because of how bad you are, and that's gonna make people worse. So I want to protect them. I was just like, I think there's like some sort of thing in our poker where people think they're better. I think that's just in general, like StarCraft and games and in general, everybody thinks they're better than they are. And then if I defend myself, then I think I'm better than I am, but I'm actually shit. So they say. I'm like, dude, who cares? Just watch the stream, figure out what I do right or wrong. We can talk about a hand. We can talk about ranges. We can talk about why I did something and why I shouldn't have done something, and then we can have a good discussion about it. So, bet here twice. Um, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm going to bluff this. If I am ahead of any of his draws, then I would win with King High. I'm surprised he did call me twice with middle pair and good kicker. He opened under the gun. Sorry, I kind of missed what happened in that specific hands, but not a big deal. Not very interesting of a hand. Playing against a short stacker and a small blind, so we're gonna go ahead and raise this up. He insta calls, so I mean like that kind of is weighted towards the jack. I go ahead and check this back. He pots it, which doesn't make that much sense, and we'll let it go. Ooh, Chemboy, love this guy. Plays weird garbage, didn't bet, called me light, pause all hit. Okay, so we're gonna raise this guy up here. That's a really freaking bad card for us. Go ahead and check it. That's a really good card for us. He checked back fairly quickly. It's with the queen, so I don't think he has that. And we get some value. Nice. Good stuff. I love playing against these baddies, man. Makes poker so much more fun to win 100% of the time. What else did I want to talk about? So yeah, I think the big thing that I wanted to talk about is just, everybody's style differs. Even among the top pros, I mentioned this in one of my comments. Phil Hellmuth gets shit on a lot. Now, I don't like his style either. I don't think it's correct, but I think that he has a winning style and he does a lot of things better than the top pros that play theoretically. And people just want to write him off or write off his style or write off the things that he does do well. And this is talked about with in Daniel Negreanu's podcast. It's like theoretical play is the only way. GTO, like if anybody mentions GTO to you, they are kind of fucking retarded because GTO 1 doesn't exist. Yes, you can aim towards playing a GTO style, but against a 200 no limit field, you should not be playing or striving to be playing GTO. And if you are, that's just a difference of opinion of what you think is going to be the best, because I don't think that it's going to be the best. A lot of other people play exploitatively, And I don't even think I'm playing exploitatively. I think that a heads up bot is going to play exploitatively. They're going to have a standardized strategy, which I do. They're going to have, and then they adjust from there. It's not exploit. I mean, like, I hate those terms just because I'm just playing poker, man. You're playing against the opponent. You're not playing against 5 other people at the table that aren't stacking off with dumb hands at 200 no limit. So I think the big thing too is that people want to play above their skill level. And I was thinking of different analogies. I couldn't really come up with one, but for example, say you were learning from a mathematician and you're in high school. You should be learning college level math if you want to get better. You shouldn't be learning PhD Nobel Prize winning math. I mean, it's just take it one step at a time, guys. If you're playing 100 no limit, learn 200 no limit. If you're playing 200 no limit, learn what you need to do in order to the fundamentals aren't specifically even the fundamentals of just ranges and pre-flop openings. The fundamentals are being able to play back against certain opponents. What is the counter strategy to what they're doing? Um, the mental game of not tilting and things like that. I mean, it's just, ooh, this is a really good spot to squeeze, which I'm going to do. And if Silly Play wants to get it all in, then we're going to get it all in. And we're going to get it all in. I'm trying to think of the best way to get it all in. 39. And then we're going to shove here. Oh, he called. Queen 6. That is why I had that blue note right there. Queen 6 offsuit, guys. Offsuit? Suited. Oh, sorry. Queen 6 suited. But why would I squeeze with Queen 9 suited against 3 people? Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm being really negative, and their negativity is rubbing off on me. So let's get back to the hands. Let's play good poker. Let's make correct decisions. Let's go over them. Again, I'm just going over my thought process, not so much my ranges in a specific spot. And I hope you guys enjoy, and sorry for my rant. Nothing going on here so far. I did open up 3 tables the other day. I don't really know how people are going to feel about it, so we'll just keep it at 2. I typically play 4 tables, but even 4 tables is a little bit much, especially with my style. As you base your style a little bit more on reads and things like that and aren't playing as robotic, you do need to pay attention a bit more. So, so that is a good thing to talk about is styles. You really got to play your style. My style might not be for you. The correct style for you might be purely theoretical play. That's too bad. 10 queen here. I can't really call. Maybe it's a blend. Maybe it's weighted one way or the other. Maybe you're able to play a certain range a little bit easier. You know, we're talking about donking into a pre-flop razor. I do find it's a lot easier at these stakes to play against uh, a not great individual at poker by leading into them on a paired board or a monotone board or something along those lines, because it's either they have it or they don't, and they don't really know how to play uh, lot of other hands, and they kind of just fold a little bit too light. I actually do fold a little bit too light in a lot of spots as well, but that's just because for me it's very hard to play, and I might get feel like I'm on a path of, I'm not sure the word for it, but like I'm kind of already bought into what I'm doing, and I kind of need to call down if I'm already going to be calling that early. Um, I think also people play a lot differently on boards that look, that are paired or that do have 3 to a flush. So until you get to see exactly how they're playing on those boards, I think that is another reason why I just err on the side of caution, because I just don't know how they are playing their hands usually. They have a mixed strategy, if they're always betting when they hit trips, if they're always check raising when they get hit trips. Um, People usually fall in one of those categories. This is another pretty easy re-raise, y'all. I probably could have gone bigger than that, but I think that's a decent size. We're obviously hoping for some low cards. We know Kemboy can call us with Queen 6. I really hope this guy doesn't shove over the top of us. That would be really bad, and the fact that he's timing down kind of looks like that, because he's a short stacker that would just call or fold right here, and he calls. Kemboy's obviously always calling. The jack is not fun for me, but I think that these guys can have Queen 6 specifically suited. So this guy can have a lot of low cards. Uh, Silly play is tanking again, so I mean, I think we just kind of need to get it in. I don't really know what this means. All right, let's say he checks, and then I bet 19, and then he shoves. What do I do? I could bet 18. Let's do that. And he shoves. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do if he shoves here. Ooh, I think we're way ahead of Kemboy's range. I think he could have easily hit that 5 right there. I think I want to keep the pot a little bit lower. Let's go ahead and check it back. For pot control. And then we're obviously calling that. So what does that look like to me? 43.5. Call pre, call me light. Does he... I mean, we're calling this, so please don't have a 5. Please don't have... Fuck! God damn it. I knew he had a fucking 5. Queen 6 suited. We're gonna check back this. We are going to bet here. And then we're just gonna check back. The noob giveth and then taketh away. Ace-10 offsuit here. I'm really only raising because these guys are really bad. Don't hit anything. He leads. I'm folding. Can we fold the river there against Kemboy? I think if we know a little bit more about his bluff frequencies on the river, we probably can. Columulae, pause a while when I hit turn. Check back trips on river when flush games. Plays very garbage. I think that's all good notes. We'll go ahead and check back this. This guy's pretty bad as well. We'll just check back. Caller, call station folder. Short. Oops, we're gonna raise this up. Short stacker. I think this guy has like an ace or something. Let's fold. Let's check fold. Or queen. He had a flush draw. Just checked it back. Short stacker doesn't bluff. River with queen high. Okay. Silly play. Nice. Ah, Kemboy raised here. What do I do? I don't think I can. I don't think that I can re-raise here profitably. The reason being, I don't really want to get it all in with Ace Jack offsuit versus Kemboy. I think that. Oh, he had King Queen. I think that he doesn't re-raise enough pre-flop, so that is weighted to King Queen offsuit being like the bottom of his range, and like anything better than Ace Jack as well. We definitely want to play hands against him, so we're just going to ISO him. Looks like this guy isn't happy. We're going to continuation bet on this queen high with some backdoor flush, with a backdoor flush draw. We hit it. We're going to bet pretty large here. 38. He insta-calls. We hit our flush, which is just the money of the money here. I think we're betting 104. And he folds. Unfortunate. I wonder what he had there to fold the river so fast. 10 Jack or something like that. Conard is going to raise, and I'm going to re-raise him, obviously. This guy just can't help himself. Oh, and we're already at the 30-minute mark. Okay, so sorry guys, not trying to be negative. I think I should just start ignoring comments altogether. Hope you guys enjoy these episodes and just kind of hearing my thought process, and that's all these videos are, just for your own reference of how a 200 no limit player / 500 no limit player thinks. And another reason why I don't go up in stakes, and they're saying, you know, I'm always going to be stuck at these stakes. I do play larger stakes, but at 200 no limit on specific sites, or 500 no limit on specific sites, the field is just a lot easier to play against. Just better win rate overall, and I'm able to, again, play exploitatively in that sense of if I'm playing against people that are playing theoretically, I'm not going to obviously be able to exploit them as heavily, but there are a lot of amateurs on these tables that I can exploit. And I just kind of go after them, which I should be doing. So thanks guys for tuning in. We'll finish up this round here, and I'm probably actually going to continue my session after this. But I don't want to make these episodes too long for you guys. And I don't want to have to constantly just go over my thoughts out loud. Mr. Peach! 3-bet me heads up, spaz, king jack, gave up, calls light. Alright, let's just get it in with this guy, I think. Let's get it in, Peach. We're gonna do it. Don't back out now, Peach. Don't you do it. And he's got ace king. I was hoping for a little bit worse of a hand than ace king. So maybe my getting it all in there with tens wasn't correct. If you had like ace queen there, then for sure getting it into tens is correct. Because I think he could also maybe have some other small bluffs in there every once in a while when it gets tilted. So the fact that he shows up with ace king there doesn't really mean I was correct in my play of getting it all in with tens. But if he was spazzy, even at the slightest, if he was tilted in any sort of way, getting it in tens there is definitely correct. We're running hot, which is always nice. I wish I had a better hand there because I really wanted to play that. I want to play as many hands against Peach as possible. Oh, we forgot to sit out. But I was going to start playing anyway. It looks like he is spazzing a little bit, but we can't call that. You know what? I'll just make this a longer episode. How about that? We'll see what sort of what sort of feedback we get. Oh man, this would have been a nice flop for us. Goes check, check. I think Peach has a pocket pair here high percentage of the time, or not a high percentage of the time. I think that he doesn't have an ace here a high percentage of the time. Triggers down, also probably doesn't have an ace, I would guess. If he bets here, he for sure, he is much more weighted, but if he checks, I think they both don't have an ace. Okay, so if we sit in, no more blinds, sit in, king, jack, and 8-8, okay. So he just checked down with second pair. That was kind of interesting. So we're sitting in, no more blind. Oh, we do want blinds. We just want to. I hope it doesn't make us post. Well, we'll just continue the session until these guys leave. So make a longer episode. Nobody watches me anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now we sit in. Oh, Chemboy. Chemboy. So sad. He made his money and is going to bounce. Hit and run, man. What a guy. Okay, let's do no more blinds here. Let's focus on this table. Who else we got? Connor. Ooh, hello, Peach. Don't mind if I do. Looks Looks like my desktop sounds a little bit loud. Okay, let's do it. 21, 22, 21. That's a good hand. Just calls. We can lead or check back here. Let's check. Not a good card for our hand, obviously. So we'll probably check it again. Or fold. Yeah, sounds about right. Jack 8 off. Go ahead and call. Let me check back. Then we're gonna fold when he bets, which he's gonna bet pretty large, I bet. Oh, four baller. Do I want to take the bait? I kind of do. Let's not do it. Kind of wanted to take the bait, but whatever. Mr. Peach is timing out. Okay. Sits out there. Calls here. Didn't know what he wanted to do here, I think. I think that's what he was contemplating. Check back with their king high. I think he's probably going to bet here a lot of the times, and then we're probably going to have to fold. Which we do. And you're always kind of playing that guessing game of like what you think they're going to do in a certain specific spot on a specific board based off of their timing tells. And, you know, it's going to be much more accurate as you continue to just try to do it. Obviously, all you need to do is be right a majority of the time, or be as right as you can. And you'll just have a better feel for the situation. We'll go ahead and call with Jack 10 offsuit and kind of give up on this flop. That is not a good card for our hand. I don't really want to bluff this guy. We'll check back. 2 comes on the river. I think he's probably going to bet a lot of his hands. He might check back, though. And we obviously can't call. Can't call. We're getting rolled by the noob. No bueno. Took 25 of my dollars, man. Alright, let's try raising the 6, see how that goes. That's a bad flop. Do I want to raise here? Not really. Not against somebody who's a call station. I'm surprised he checked back there. We'll go ahead and check back as well. That's also not a good card. And we're going to check back our ace high. I thought he would have bet that if he had a gut shot. Or sorry, open ender. King 7 offsuit. Call check. Pretty standard. Oh my god. Jacks versus ace 10. And he flops it. And he flops it. And he wins. Bets 8 here. I'm calling, I think. Or not I think, but I'm calling. Let's raise to 6 here. Let's wait for a second. Let's check. I think he's betting a lot here too with like ace jack or a lot of different things. And he overbets, and I'm not very scared of that. I mean, that kind of looks like ace jack, jack, queen. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then our 7 gets counterfeited a little bit. So we'll check here. And I was correct. So the cool thing about that is that since I've been playing that game of like how he plays specific boards and things like that, I played against him a bunch. That overbet there to me just intuitively wasn't that scary. I'm sorry that I don't really know how to explain that in terms of a theoretical like way of putting it, but that's just the type of player this guy is. I mean, he's just gonna spaz off. I have it in the notes. His play didn't really make sense for the board. What is he really saying that he has? And that's why it becomes a lot less scary. I'm not 100% sure what I would have done on the river if he would have shoved, but I do think that I would have probably weighted towards calling. We got a gutter and a backdoor draw. This is a raise against a very aggressive player, and we're going to see how he plays against us. Right here, I think he doesn't have that much, so we're kind of just blasting off and seeing. Hopefully he'll fold here on the turn, which he doesn't. And then I think we kind of need to. I think we need to bluff the river here. We're not doing this often at all. And we get away with one. The one that we needed to get away with, we were able to get away with it. I think that I'm not getting too much value here if I bet this king. If he has a 9, I'm getting owned. Now with that 5 coming, hopefully he hit that. And we're going to overbet it, and hopefully we get a call from a 5 here. Which we do, and that's exactly what happened. And I really just have this guy's number in the sense of how he's playing and things like that. I don't really like calling out of or I don't really like calling with ace 8, ace 9, ace 6, ace like that for such a big bet, so we're just gonna let it go. I think we're definitely raising. Oops. I did plus and it did 11. Okay. This guy's a short stacker. Looks like he just kind of gives up easy. Half stacker gives up easy on flop? Question mark. Okay, Jack Deuce suited. We'll go ahead and call here. We might put in a little check raise ski, I think. I think that might be, yep. That might be the best way to play against this guy. He might put in another bet here if he has a flush draw or something like that. He just folds, which is what we were looking for anyway. Get a little $5 raise ski here. Not the worst flop for us. We'll just put a little stab bet out here to get him to fold a lot of hands, which he go ahead and does. And what's really leading me through this match here is my read on him, and not so much that theoretical play. The worse the opponent is, the less theoretical play actually matters, obviously. Mr. Connard, gonna ruin my fun. This is a easy continuation bet with nothing. He thinks about it and then calls. And then are going to put it in another bet here. With our open ender. I think he's calling a lot though. So again, we might have to bluff river. I don't really want to do it against this guy. This guy kind of gives up easily. Oof. That's not fun. That's a big ass raise. All right, guy, you got me. Conard here. I expect him to call a lot to a $5 bet. And he just folds. Ace 5 off. Oh, he sits out. That's interesting. Not sure what that was all about. $22. Not the best hand to be calling with, but it's all right. And then I think, yeah, we probably should have just folded that. I don't want to come off too weak to his 3-bets. Oh, I also don't want to come off too weak against his continuation bets, but it's a really bad hand. I shouldn't have called there. Those offsuit hands are a little bit too hard to play against the 3-bet. I think that was just a fold, but you know, we are playing against a maniac, so if we do hit a hand there, and he has like aces, he's just stacking off for sure. So you got to really balance that out with like it is a bad hand, but against him, not as bad as you would think it is. So like if you just take that hand, for example, and then you go on Reddit and you're like, I can't believe you call Queen 10 offsuit to a 3-bet. Like, did you account for who I'm playing against? No? Then there's no conversation. So hopefully this guy just gives up again, which he does. King 9. This is a call here. We're going to bet small, I think. Got some backdoor gutters. We got a king that we can hit. He could be checking back a queen, but he's not going to get much value out of it. 5-4 off, out of position, not that fun to play. 3-10 suited. I'm just going to fold. Ace-Jack offsuit. Very nice hand on the button. Triggers down does like to squeeze play, but he just elects not to. We're going to go for a small bet here, as we do know that he just likes to fold a lot, like say he has a queen or something. Queen X, just get him to fold. Make some free money. And I mean, that's just how we're going to be playing against this guy. He's just giving us straight up free money. This guy's passive weak. Call pre, passive super weak. Okay. We're just gonna put a small bet in like we have an ace. We're gonna put it, we'll just check. He might have an ace here, actually. I think that's a very likely hand. We just give up. 6-9 suited. I got berated for raising this the other day, so I'm going to go ahead and raise it up. Let's raise ace-9. Now we're going to check this back for a little bit of... We're going to check this back, hoping he bets here with a draw or a 10. Which he does. I'm going to call and then hope that he bluffs river. Which he doesn't. Okay. I think the king was a bad card. Maybe he bluffs a different card some of the times. 6-5 off. Let's fold that. Let's fold this. We're going to be raising this up just because we want to be playing against Peach at all times. Connor's being a little bit less aggro lately on this table, so continuation bet here for sure. Let's fold our 10-8 off. So let's break this down. I got berated for opening 6-9 suited. Was that 6-9 suited? Should I have not raised that? The answer is I should have raised it. Okay, let's be real here. Don't talk about my opening ranges if you're not accounting for player types and players at the table. It's just the dumbest thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not gonna let those guys be a topic of conversation anymore. Bet mid pair twice, small when check 2 on turn and river out of position. Bet mid pair twice, small when check 2 on turn. Okay, got it. I'm just gonna call because I just hope Peach is gonna call. And this guy isn't that great to play against, so, or he's not that good, so it doesn't really matter. That's 8 here. I think that's not weighted towards his like, so it's either like a flush draw or an ace. He could have like king jack, something along those lines as well. He just auto checks back, and then I think when he auto checks back there, I think he has like a queen or something again. So let's just put in a small bet. Our 6 doesn't play anyway, so hopefully we get a call by a queen here. Unfortunate. Mr. Bilbo Baggins. Mr. Bilbo Baggies with the post. Oh my god, what the hell? Post blinds. Connor's being a little pussy lately. I've lost all respect for him. Free money, guys. Free money. Do not post blinds middle position. Don't do it. Don't do it. Buy me a coffee if you want to do that. Donate to me because I'm poor and I don't know how to play poker. And I'm obviously going to go busto, says everybody. And my outdated style can only beat 80-year-olds. It's the only thing I know. Ace queen suited, get potted, insta folded. Don't think that hand needs to be talked about. Sorry guys, I'm just not educational enough. This guy is a maniac. Pot, multi-way pot twice in a row. Spaz? I don't know yet. Oh, Joe MG calls, dude. This dude has a fucking monster. This dude has a 10 jack or better. Holy shit, guys. This guy's got a fucking... Oh my god, he's gonna shove with his set of 6s. Shove with my so I bet you so much money he had 2 pair or better there, guys. Yeah, that was not a bluff. How do I know he has a set of 6s on the flop? You tell me that. I already know he has a set of 6s, guys. Fucking read this guy all day. looks to have call 3 times with the set, and then shove river for. I knew he had a set of 6s on the flop, guys. If we could see cards, you would be able to see 2 6s that he was holding. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like my reads, man. My outdated read style. So useless. Just gonna let everyone else do the betting. LOL, great day for fishing, sits out. This guy got rolled by me. He was never gonna get $1 of my money and had folded like 8,000 times to my $4 bets. I mean, this dude sucks. Gone fishing. Sublime Life seems to be popping off, so that's. I fucking called it on the flop that he had a set of 6s, guys. Ooh. I don't know what this means, but I like it. Okay, I think if we hit our 7, we're gonna get paid off. I think that if we can hit a diamond, that's not too bad of a card, but not that great. We're gonna just go call one more time here. I don't know the type of player this dude is. That is not a good card for us, as he can easily have a 10 in his hand. That's about the worst card that can come. He could have 8-9. He could have Jack Queen. But we do not beat much. He could have 5-6. But we're just calling, we're just donating right here, so. Nice. He cannot have ace queen suited there. Let's be real, guys. Got bet 3 times with ace queen suited after calling pre. I don't even know how that hand went down. Was he in small blind? I don't. I kind of forget how that hand went, but however that hand went did not make sense. Terrible. I don't know, guys. Should have played theoretical and folded there or something like that, right? I'm gonna make a small bet here. He check raises me. I was thinking about checking this when he started tanking. I was thinking that it would be really bad for me to get check raised here. I done fucked up. I should check back the flop. I should check back the flop. Mistake number 1. Should check back the flop there. You know, a lot of the times hands are going to work out the way you want, but if you were to play it over again, how you do it, and hindsight is 2020, but it is 2020 for a reason. So you got to make sure you're not unbiased against yourself or biased against yourself. to say that you played it bad when in reality it wasn't that bad, even though you did lose. So Mr. Peach is still here. I can't leave. He doesn't want me to do anything else today. Oh, quick mention. I also donated apparently to a Redditor. There's only like 2 people in 200 No Limit that have taken money from me. So unless he's one of those 2 people, the guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So we're up a good, what, 600 for today? 3 buy-ins, not too bad. This will make our, what, 10th or 11th straight winning session in a row. Obviously, I have been playing very small, short sessions for you guys. Oh, man. Oh, I thought that got suited. Never mind. I like to get my equity, guys. I don't like when they raise me off things. Pocket threes here. Let's go ahead and call. Mr. Joe MG. Probably gonna call. Uh, I want to dunk bet so bad here. If he were in between us, I would definitely donk bet here. I think that would be a good play. But I think this guy's folding so often, and yeah, it's probably not good to donk bet a good player. But yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna have to put in a little raise here. This is a pure bluff on all cylinders, guys. The fact that he calls there is extremely bad for us, but I think we do win a lot with just a club in our hand. I think that if we check back, he's going to check back a lot. And he had a fucking flush and just called, guys. And it just called, guys. And just called, guys. Terrible. And just called, guys. Okay. I usually don't pick my spot at a table, but I do like setting left to somebody who's bad. Much more than being on the left to somebody who's good. That's just because I like to be able to come into pots that they've already put money into, and I'm not as scared as playing better people out of position. So tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. That Teddy Bridgewater, man. Been watching Frank Caliendo, so funny. Ooh. Mr. Limper under the gunsies. What is that? What is this? What is, what is that? I don't even know. Ooh, top pair, baby. Lose call in the big blind. Thought about calling, but folded. We're gonna raise it 10x then. We're gonna bet this. Mr. folds to 5x. Nice. He limp calls here. He does not have a 9 in his range, unless it's a club somehow. 9-10. He bets it, which absolutely doesn't make any sense, so I think I'm going to call here. And then the club comes, which is probably the worst, one of the worst cards possible in the deck, unless he checks. But if he bets, I don't see how I can continue. Yeah, I don't think I have to fold. Congratulations. I don't know what that was, man. What do you guys think he had there? I think he had a flush. I don't know why he leads the turn though when a 9 comes. Unless he has like 9-10 of clubs. I don't know. I don't know, guys. For half pot, I don't know. What does theoretical play say I should have done there? Oh, man. Ace Queen off? Oh, Mr. Loose caller thought about, okay, I don't know what that means, but we're calling with our Ace Queen. I don't know what this is. Mr. 5x on the guns. Queen. Oh, called it, baby. That's what I want to see. I hope you have ace king and not aces or kings. Oh, that's a good card. I hope you have kings with the king of diamonds. And you're calling that for sure if you do. Ah! What? Pocket jacks? Ace queen? He don't have a flush here. Oh my god! I'm gonna whip. Buy $170. Buy $170. King 10. Man, that was not fun. I needed a bigger time bank to think about that. That was not fun to do, guys. I really need to start sitting out when I don't have any time bank to think about that. That was not a fun hand. I didn't even get to think about King 10 being in his range. That was pretty obvious after. Not obvious, but like I should have at least been able to go over what his range might be in that situation. But King 10 offsuit, wow. Yeah, that was a fold. That was a fold, guys. Ah, I sad. Check. Check raise. Nuts. Bet $10 on the gun with King 10 off. Okay, what kind of players? Oh man, we don't have any time again. And he value toned my ass so hard. Although he did bet ace queen queen 3 times, so I think we're calling that a lot. We're falling apart, guys. Sorry. Sorry, we're only gonna be up $400 because I play bad. So make mistakes. One of the things that I do is make sure I sit out once I don't have a time bank. So we're gonna call that a session, guys. Sorry, we can keep all of our monies, and hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed my ranting and anger and losing money at the end. So thanks a lot, guys. Ooh, straight flush. Have a good one. Bye. Oh wait. Oh, I got aces, man. We gotta keep going. There's no stopping. Maybe we get that. Maybe we get all our money back from Berserker. I should have probably raised this a little bit bigger, but against this guy, I really want him in the hand, and I think he is stacking off with a lot of top pairs. So I don't want to get him out of the hand. And we're gonna get all our money back here, babies. Unless he has an 8. Let's go! Let's go, baby! $30 was the correct amount. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it! I'm so happy. So happy, guys. The roller coaster of poker. I hate losing money. That's actually why I say at lower stakes. Um, it's just a little bit too hard mentally for me to um, go on large swings because that's what you're going to have to deal with while having a better hourly. Whereas if you're playing more tables of a lower limit, you're going to have your graph's going to look a little bit more like this. Whereas if you're playing high stakes, your graph's going to look like this. And it's not as fun. It's not as fun. So you do you, guys. Anyway, SDSU, over and out. Bye, guys.